Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead, and you know I'm doing my throwback series. Well, this one needs a little explanation. A long time ago, over 10 years ago, we used to have a little pull trailer, and we would take it out to a place called the Zac. Now, the Zac is like Quebec Crown land, and we picked the farthest, remotest place that we could haul that little trailer so that we could, really camp. There was no cell service. Nobody was around except a couple of guys who decided to go camping and didn't have a clue. But we had a good time and we helped them out. This is Roughing It at the Camp.
Hey friends, it's the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. This is soapwort. It's a little wilted, and I'm going to show you how you can wash your hair and your skin with nothing but this flour and some water. Well, we're in at the camp again, and today I'm going to make some shampoo for Wolfie's hair. Now, where this camp is, you can't use soap in the lake water. You can't put soap even on the ground anywhere around the lake. They're very, very concerned with the environment here. So we are going to use these. This is soapwort. And I picked this, or had my son actually pick this. No, Thursday. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to, it's better if you get the roots to this, and we only got a couple of little roots. But all I'm going to do is cook this up with it, boil this up in a bit of water, and then I'm going to sit Wolfie at the picnic table, and I'm going to show you how this is a natural shampoo. As you can see here, there's some suds. This doesn't suds like shampoo, but it will suds up to a certain degree, and of course it's Mother Nature's shampoo. So let's just yeah, we should have strained it. Hang on, let me strain it through my hand. Hang on. A little bit more. Coffee's boiling over. Hang on.
I hope this doesn't make my hair turn.
Oh, it's not going to make your hair turn green.
That's cool.
Guess what, though? It's full of leaves and stuff.
You'll be drying my hair and brushing it out.
We don't have a brush. No, you'll have to get me a fork. I'll patiently comb it out with a fork. We don't have a brush, folks. We just realized this hair is full of leaves and stuff. Alright, I'm going to dry his hair, folks. And then Wolfie's going to go get a fork so we can comb his hair. Now we're going to comb out Wolfie's hair, but we forgot the hairbrush, so I'm going to use a fork. Now what most people don't know is I do this every morning, eh dear? I put his hair in a tail for work so that it's safer. He doesn't get his hair caught in any machinery or anything. There you go, sweetheart. Okay, folks, I'm in the camper because we're not putting supper on yet, but I am getting it ready. And we're going to cook over the fire tonight some wonderful ribs. These are from our last pig chop, and as you can see, they're really nice and meaty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil on there. They don't need a whole lot because they're so fatty, but we want something to adhere the seasonings to. So I'm just going to put some onion powder, and some home ground garlic powder, Oh, we're going to take some Bold and Sassy barbecue sauce and we're just going to drizzle a little bit on there, like that. And then we're going to actually cook this on the racks on the oven grate over the fire. Because, now let's just rub this. I hope I have paper towel handy. But we're going to leave it in the tin foil at first because we don't want to scorch the outside. We want to cook it and then we'll brown it up over the open fire. So let's just wrap this up. Then I'm going to organize our sweet potatoes. The reason I'm doing 2 tin foils is because we have a seam here. If we put the seam side down, no matter which way you turn it over the fire, it's not going to leak. You don't want to lose all that wonderful pork juice. Alright, I'm going to put that in the fridge. We'll be back later when it's time to cook this. Alright, people have been requesting campfire cooking, and you folks seem to think that I could do just about anything. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, and I say try, to bake a little loaf of bread. Now here I have some warm water, and this is what I'm going to bake it in, and in the big Dutch oven. So first, what we have to do is open our sugar and put 2 cubes of sugar in there. We're just going to swirl that around. Now we don't want a whole lot of dishes, folks, so we're just making a one-pot wonder. And I would have made biscuits in the Dutch oven or on the skillet, except for one reason: I didn't bring any baking powder. And I didn't bring any lard. So we're going to add a little bit of yeast, and we're just going to let that do its business. And yes, we're using our food storage flour, so it's over a year old. It says April 2011, so we may not even get it to rise. Our yeast is doing its business. So, oops, geez, that clip broke. We're just going to start adding some of that and mixing it in with, whoops, there goes our salt, into the water until we have it thick enough that we can work it with our hands. A little bit of olive oil for elasticity, a little bit of salt, just like a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon. Alright, let's get that worked in there. We have company today. Well, it's not our company, but we have folks camping in the site next to us. We'll let it rise in here. I will just put that on there and let it rise. And I'm going to oil my little bread pan. What this is an old camping pot where the handle fell off. Let me just wash my hands here. By the way, these are a really cool thing. I think I paid $10 for this, and you can fill it with lake water, hang it up to a tree in a sunny spot, and it's a shower. Or like I'm using it right now, I'm using it to wash our hands and stuff like that. Okay, my hands are washed. A little drop of olive oil in there. Whoops, maybe a little more than a little. Okay, so when our bread rises, and we got this lid on here for another reason, it's going to catch a little bit of the sun and help it warm up. Alright, we'll be back when the bread's risen. Okay, our bread dough has risen enough. I'm quite pleased with it, actually. It'll probably outgrow this little pan. We're going to punch it down, and then we're going to make some, oh, I need more flour, you know that? That's really doughy. Let's take this a step further. Let's throw in some onion. A little bit of more salt. How about that? There we go. Alrighty. A little bit more onion on top there. And that is shortly going to go right in the Dutch oven. But I'm going to put it in the smaller Dutch oven and put it by the fire for now, just to rise a bit. Look how soft and fluffy his hair looks. Let's check our bread dough and see if it's rising. Oh, beautiful. Papa, will you pass me the oven mitt. I don't want it to rise anymore. I won't be able to grab it. It's not totally risen, folks, but like I said, okay, let's got our big Dutch oven here with the wire rack in the bottom. We're just going to put our bread right in there and hope it doesn't rise up to the lid. Now, Wolfie had those foil packets on top of the grill, but it would be frying the potatoes and the meat, so I've just set them under the grill on top of the Dutch oven because it's really hot anyway. So let's just see how that does. All right, there is our ribs, folks. Now, these are almost cooked, and we are going to add Mrs. Wolfie's bold and saucy barbecue sauce, because we will love that on the pork. These are our neighbors. This is Renee, and this is Rob, and they're going to have dinner with us. So hopefully you'll get a thumbs up from more than just Howie. So you'll believe me when I say I'm a good cook, because I'm going to feed it to strangers.
Baste it again?
No. You do what you want. Wolfie's taking over. Well, no, that's one way of doing it. Alrighty. Oh no, both. And that way, two of them. That way you can just flip the whole thing right over. Just out of curiosity, folks, this is the pot I've made the bread dough in, and we've dumped some coffee grounds in there. Let's just see if this will work. Because I don't feel like doing dishes. Well, he's got a long way to go in. This is the tin foil we had the pork in. Look at that! Who'd have thunk it? Hey, guys, look at this. Remember pork and chop? That's chop. All right, let's have dinner, guys. Okay, folks, the guilty secret, yes, bought dessert. I've made the bread, okay? I am not making the butter tarts over an open fire. There it is, folks. Ribs, beans and carrots, bread slightly scorched, sweet potatoes and sliced homegrown tomatoes. Let's eat.
Pressure's on.
Oh my goodness. Isn't this just wonderful? Yeah, you're gonna have to slice them off, dear. To perfection.
Wow. That's mine.
Yeah. Boys, take some bread. There's a real, I didn't slice it any which way. You may want to rip it, and there's butter here. Clear, oh yeah.
Oh, that's all clear.
That juice running clear? I'll take that.
Is buckwheat?
No, it's whole wheat and all-purpose. I mixed the two.
Okay.
The butter may be a little on the hard side.
It's all right. The bread's warm.
Look at that, guys. Oh my God. Bro, countryman, you may just have to come for a visit.
Made a good choice of coming down here.
Yeah, sure. What was on our menu tonight?
Freeze-dried what?
The freeze-dried compound chicken.
And I just want to show you folks, that's what happens when you spoil your pigs. Give us a bite. Hey, let us know. There you go. How about you, Rob?
Fantastic.
That's the bread. Papa? All right. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, you know, when company drops by, even if you're at the camp and all you got's an open fire, you can still put together a nice spread.